Fat Charlie Nancy, leads a boring life as a boring Londoner until he discovers two things: that his recently deceased father was, in fact, Anansi the spider, the trickster god of African folklore, and that he has a twin brother that he's never met. This kicks off a reality spanning odyssey of sibling rivalry, jealousy, deities, and one poor soul who realized what it means to be a god. So Charlie and his fiancée are living in London and planning their wedding when his fiancée suggests, "Why don't you bring your father over here? I've never met him, and it'd be great to have him walk me down the aisle." And Charlie's like, "There's a reason you haven't met him, because we don't get along." And he explains all the things that he's had to deal with when dealing with his father, this overbearing personality, including the time where he showed up at his mother's deathbed with a marching band in the hospital. But eventually, Charlie does relent, and he gives in to his beloved and decides to invite his father. But when he calls the States and contacts a friend of the family, he's informed that his father has just recently passed away, and now he has to make a trip to the States. So it turns out Charlie's old man died doing the things that he loved the most: womanizing, drinking, and singing karaoke. Not necessarily in that order. The old man had a heart attack while he was singing karaoke at a bar with a bunch of women, and that was it for him. So Charlie makes a plan to come to the States, and he ends up talking to his old friend of the family, a woman who was an associate of his father. And she informs him that he's got a lot of stuff to go through, and including the house that was left to Charlie. This is where Charlie finds out that, as it gives away in the description there, that he does in fact have a twin brother that he's never met. And eventually, which you don't find out until the end of the story, unless you read the preview here, that his father was a god. He was Anansi the spider, the trickster god. Now, there must be some mortal aspect to this being a god thing, because his father is in fact dead, but somehow he is also a god. So I guess that'll be explained later on in the story. This was a novel by Neil Gaiman, Nancy Boys, and it is adapted to the comic book page by Mark Bernardin, associate of Kevin Smith on Fat Man Beyond. So I was looking forward to this, and it's a very well-written book, as I would expect from Mark Bernardin. He's a very discerning writer. So that's going to do it for this Indie Comics review. Be sure to leave a thumbs up on your way out, and be sure to check out our live stream every Wednesday as we go through New Comic Book Day with you. So until next time, see you guys in the funny papers. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.